May the Lord bless your mind, bless your soul, bless your spirit, bless your heart for giving a moment of you, for giving me a moment of your time to listen to what I'm about to share with you. This evangelist, bless and name us. I'm here on your way again. I bring us good tidings. This is a channel whereby true knowledge is being shared. I'm here. I come to share with you the benefit, the importance, and the value of a book written by Dr. Sunday Adelaja, which called Understanding God. Understanding God. Through this book, we enable you to know that there's nothing significant in any believer's life other than to seek God and to understand God. That no wonder Apostle Paul told us that he said in his scripture, he said that, Father, I come that I may know you and the power of the resurrection. This book is written by Dr. The benefit of this book will enable you to know that it's worth to count all things, but loss and lay aside everything time, financially or privileges. If only you know God more, if only you can know God more. When you come to know God personally, when you have a personal relationship with Him, it will be impossible for people to discourage you. It will be impossible for situation to discourage you from not following this God. It will be impossible for challenges of this world to discourage you. It will be impossible if you really actually know God personally. Understanding God is only when you understand God, you could be able to create time to seek God and to personally and to follow Him. To seek God only to know Him, just as Apostle Paul told us that, Father, I come that I may know you and the power of the resurrection. You will still walk on earth. It is impossible. If only and you are walking here on earth, not in heaven, you will still be walking here on earth. You will still walk here on earth, but your nature will already be heavenly. You will be living for Christ and to be expected to die again. You will not be living for your own personal interest any longer. You will not be working for your own again any longer. You will be walking here on earth only, but your nature will be the nature of God. It will be heavenly. Heavenly. You will relate to people with such power of heavenly powers. Heavenly powers. And authority that those around you will see Christ. Nothing but Christ in you any longer. They will see no longer any of your fleshly desire. They will trace no flesh. They will only see Christ in you. They will only be picturing Christ. Oh, this is how God will have also do it. Oh, thank God that you came. Thank God that I met you. Thank God that I listened to you. Thank God that you are here. Thank God that you are. They will only be seeing Christ. Humanity will not be, there will not be crisis seeking, looking where there is no God any longer. Whenever you are, as far as they have an encounter with you, half of their problems supposed to be solved, and the rest supposed to be you, because it takes a matter of choice. You have a weak power which God has given to you already. You will relate to people with such power, heavenly powers and authorities. Authority that those around you, those in your surrounding, we see Christ in you. It takes understanding God that will enable you to have all this. A knowledge and understanding of God change you and everything around you. There will not be a yearning trace in you. There will be a trust in you. It's only when you understand God you can yearn for Him. Just what King David was saying in Psalm 63 verse 1. He said that, oh God, you are my God. Earnestly I seek you. Earnestly did I seek you. My soul tasted for you. Then when you now look at King James, let me use New King James Version. He said, when he was in wilderness of Judah, oh God, you are my God. You are my God. Earlier will I seek you. My soul tasted for you. My flesh longed for you in a dry and thirsty land My son, long, yearn. There be yearning in your spirit. When you are young, when you are not desiring, you are not deserving. When there is no yearning, you are not heavenlies. You are not yearning for, there's no yearning in your spirit. Let there be yearning in your spirit. It takes understanding God that will makes you yearn. That makes you yearn for the Lord. David, we are yearning. Say, on the dry land, Lord, will I yearn where there is no water? I yearn for you. His body, soul, and spirit, we are yearning for God. On the dry land, there is nothing, there was nothing like financial privileges and all of that. He yearn. So understanding God will helps you to yearn for God, because you have already understand this God. He said, they that understand their God will be strong. Will be strong and do exploits. Let there be yearning in your spirit, in your heart, to know him and the power of his resurrection in your life. Let there be yearning, and that is what Apostle say, I come that I may know you and the power of the resurrection. Let it be yearning and to know God and the power of his resurrection. Don't go to God and be like a spectator. Eh? You are there to know him. That knowing, you want to know him. You want to understand this God. He said, they that know their God, they will be strong. Many of you are looking for power. You are not looking for how to understand this God. Many of you are looking for power. That is why you fall in victim, looking for where there is no way. They that know their God, they will be strong. So when you discover this God, you will discover God when you begin to yearn for the Lord, to know him and the power of the resurrection in your life. You will discover a life that is wonderful, glorious, precious, peaceful, joyful. You will experience it. We are no longer afraid of suffering and death when you begin to have more of God. It take understanding for you to, when you begin to get to this junction. Jesus has endured it all, and it will be, and we should be like him. We are supposed to. That is why we are ever called, when we say a Christian. Christian is not just a title. It's not just a religious name. Meaning Christ-like. You're supposed to be like Christ. It take understanding that enable you to be like Christ. People were supposed to be seeing you and be seeing Christ. So Jesus Christ has already endured it. He has endured pain for us. He has endured suffering for. He has endured a lot of things. He has paid the price that we are supposed to pay. He has do it all. He said it is finished. But it take understanding for you to get to this kind of frequency. Jesus has endured it all. We have to be like him. God does not want his children to suffer any longer. He don't want them to be uncomfortable in any nation. He wants them to rule, to reign, to do exploit. That is why this is not what he has made. He has not made anyone to come and suffer and be uncomfortable and be in pain and be following passing through pain. It is not the will of God. That is not what he saved you for. What do you think? It took understanding for you to know the reason why, the plan that made God to save you alive. To give you life and life of eternal. However, quite often the Lord allows suffering in the life of his people to humble them occasionally, and to train them, to give them a platform, to train them to be a warriors, to be a deliverers, to be a conquerors, to be a representatives, to be an ambassador, to be a warrior. God allowed different situations in the lives of his people, in life of his children, in order to teach them to put their trust in him. In order to teach them to put their trust in him. For him to see if either you are going to put your trust in him or you are going to put your trust in man. To learn, for enable you to learn obedient to his will, to his will, to his word, to his will, to his commandment, to be obedient to his word, and to serve him continuously. Jesus himself learned obedience through suffering in occasion. Therefore, we should not murmur. We should not murmur. We should not grumble. We should not complain. We should not murmur. That is what the Bible were telling us in my morning devotion. Go to my Facebook. You will listen to my morning fellowship. The morning fellowship we normally do on Facebook. You can also see what the Lord was also telling us over there. If you don't be part of it, please go to Kingdom Voice. You will go on Facebook, Kingdom Voice. Continue to follow us on morning fellowship. The Lord we are saying that do. He said, Apostle, we were also saying, he said, do whatsoever the Lord says you should do. Do it. Don't murmur. Do it. Don't grumble without grumbling, without complaining, without murmuring. So don't murmur. Lose heart and lose hope in time of suffering. God commands us to rejoice regardless of circumstances. Regardless of circumstances. When you look at the book of John 14:21, it says, he who has my command and keep them, it is he who love me, who have his command and keep them. When you are imitating Jesus, at times, occasionally, there are some certain things you don't need to start grumbling, murmuring. You have to know that you are in a training ground. You are in the training ground as a warrior. You have to be like Christ. Jesus also prepared he also prepared Jesus in the ground, whereby Jesus the ground were not just full of a bed of rosely. No, you have to have this mindset. Understand this God, Jesus Christ, and the word we say about you that these are my people who have shaken the world. Imitate Christ, and the word will not say that these are, to an extent that you will be described and say these are the people of God. These are the people that shaken the world. That is not just a manager but a director that change things, that bring change to any system that is not working. They are not passionate, managing it the way it is. No. It's not tradition. They are not practicing any tradition. No, when things are not working, any system that is not working, benefiting the society, is not benefiting God, they change the system. Then the word will be recognized, and they will recognize and say, these are the people that shaking the world. It's high time that shake the world, just as the people as of old. They were described. Mm-hmm. Shake the world, influence and changing it according with God's commandments, with God's will. So he said, he who loves my command, who will keep my command, he will love. The Lord has said in his word. May the good Lord bless you.